My learnings after 10 years in CRO. I have started my first A/B testing experiments back in 2011. The first experiments were triggered overlays based on the user's geolocation containing testimonials for my eCommerce. We were selling online car insurance. The testimonials were real, but we were, of course, using fake stock photos to suggest how happy are our customers from various cities in Romania, like Brașov, or Timișoara, or Constanța. We came with this hypothesis after a survey. We found that visitors outside of Bucharest were reluctant to place an order as the online shopping was still a new thing in Romania and we were selling car insurance policies. We had real points of presence in Bucharest, so we thought that showing localized testimonials from real customers in their cities will increase their conversion rate. And it did. So we ended up running a lot of other experiments like dynamic discounts based on the car price, homepage radical redesigns, or A/B testing the form on the bottom of the funnel, instant gratification, on exit overlays with branching logic to negotiate the discount that we offered as a last-minute offer. After 18 months of continuous A/B testing, we managed to increase the conversion rate by 60%. However, tweaking the website was tedious and I was always frustrating the dev team with our continuous testing approach. As I was completely bought into the CRO phenomenon, I made the exit from that e-commerce company and built a tech product that provided A/B testing, surveys, and overlays to help other e-commerce managers do this. After years of hard work and fierce competition, we made it. We rated as a high performer for years in a row by G2 that aggregates reviews from real customers. Lots of companies, big and small, have used OmniConvert Explore to run A/B testing experiments, web personalization, and survey their customers. More than 19,000 websites have used it to run A/B testing to convert more with their websites. That gave us access to a ton of data and allowed me to see what's working and what's not. There were, of course, some outliers that got outstanding results thanks to their ongoing efforts. The companies that move the needle dramatically are using qualitative and quantitative data to deploy more than 10 experiments. Most companies gave up after one experiment. The ones that truly succeeded deploy more than 10 experiments, and only 1 out of 5 experiments is a winning experiment. Even the best performers, if they don't have a huge amount of traffic, reach a stage that I call the Experimentation Fatigue. They fix the UX, nail the design, craft persuasive copy, and run ongoing A/B testing experiments. However, they can't move the needle anymore by just running A/B testing experiments. Why? Because after some point, there's so much you can do with A/B testing. You tweak the website, you make it look great, you have well-crafted user interface, but that's it. The needle is stuck. Because you still rely on a one-size-fits-all approach. And the assumption that is harming the whole CRO industry is that what used to work in the past will work in the future as well. And you know how assumptions usually work, right? That is the same with CRO professionals that are not realizing the need to level up their understanding about the customers and shift their focus from optimizing the conversion rate to optimizing the customer lifetime value. I have dried my mouth talking about the need to shift our attention from conversion rate to customer lifetime value and from A/B testing to personalization since 2017. Let me tell you about my aha moment. It happened after working closely with a large online shoe retailer from CEE. Their competition got really serious and we couldn't make their conversion rate budge. They were stuck and we were stuck as well. Our credo about the importance of conversion rate was threatened, so I offered to help and understand what's going on. I couldn't sit with my hands tied and watch how a long-time customer of ours was churning. In the meantime, the war was so fierce that they were ready to pour €2 million in a new TV campaign, and I got no insights to stop that. We realized that the conversion rate means new customer acquisition rate and customer retention rate. But Google Analytics was not enough to show us what happens after the first purchase. So we decided to identify their ideal customer profile and their buying behavior. So we made surveys on the website, no clues, yet. So we decided to look at the actual customers. We dived into the data with Tableau and SQL and all those huge queries and segmented their customers by using the RFM method. Jackpot! Out of 450,000 customers, only 100,000 were still active. So we made the research on different RFM groups. By mixing the insights from the qualitative research with the quantitative research, we managed to have a better understanding about what we needed to change. We looked at their product assortment and realized that there are some toxic products that ruined their relations with their best customers, the soulmates and the lovers. Then we improved the customer acquisition by building lookalike audiences based on the RFM data. Then they improved their customer acquisition by focusing on the right products. After that, they orchestrated a different email marketing strategy for those RFM segments and, of course, used RFM data to treat their customers differently on their website according to how valuable, active, and satisfied they were. 6 months after, they got 30% uplift in their customer retention rate. It was a sustained effort, but we ended up smarter and having a happy customer. Thanks to that experience, we built a new product to do RFM segmentation, track customer experience, and turn the whole OmniConvert ship around. I strongly believe that CRO will be a part of the CVO in a few years from now. Here are the reasons why. Conversion rate is a misleading metric for an e-commerce company. Revenue per visitor is more relevant in e-commerce. There are cases when the conversion rate goes up and the agency is happy, but the company is actually losing money, because the balance between the customer lifetime value and the customer acquisition cost is mandatory to monitor and understand if the company has an acquisition problem or a retention problem. The consequences of focusing solely on conversion rate. There's a plateau after a certain time once the low-hanging fruits are gone, when the UX is great and the experiment's impact will not be that high anymore. It becomes too expensive for mid-sized companies to hire so many talented people. For a successful CRO program, a company needs at least 6 different roles. A CRO expert, a data analyst, a UX designer, a copywriter, a front-end, and a QA. You can have people handling a few of these aspects and being good in a few or even in all of these roles. But that means that's an outstandingly talented person. Which means he or she is either having a very low self-esteem and will end up being hungry for real challenges in the future, or it is too expensive and the company can't afford it on the long term. Website tweaking is not what the strategic agencies will do in the future. CRO agencies that are really data-driven will end up realizing that the website is not enough. So they will enlarge their perspective to optimize the whole customer journey rather than just the website. The CRO experts are in pole position in the shift to CVO. They are data-driven, they are used to do experiments, and they are already used to blend psychology, qualitative and quantitative data, UX design principles, and copy to drive better outcomes. CRO is becoming a crowded space with many promises that deflate after 9 to 12 months of hard work. Large companies have already moved their CRO activities within their product teams, while the mid-sized companies can't afford to pay only for website improvements the fees that the CRO agencies need in order to thrive. That leads to a need that CRO delivers more value for their customers. That also leads to a need to expand their knowledge about their client business model and shift their focus on the whole customer journey, not only on the website journey. I have a dream that one day there will be no more disconnected company silos. There will be no more boring email campaigns, no more irrelevant websites, no more suboptimal customer service, no more short-term website tweaks, and no more broken customer journeys. To make this prediction come true, customer value optimization should be an unavoidable part of any serious company willing to maximize the chances to thrive. At the beginning, it will be adopted by the agile mid-sized companies and the open-minded agencies, while in the future, the art and science of improving customer lifetime value will become an activity that will unify the company's resources towards customer centricity. The laggards will also eventually make the shift thanks to the fierce competition, high advertising costs, and the death of the third-party cookies. You're among the first ones that are welcome aboard.